In this video, I'm going to teach you how to place doors, and it's really, really simple. What we're going to do is just hit the Architecture tab and go to the door. Now, you can see here the default setting, they're going to come in as a 36 inch wide by 84 depth. And you, of course, have a couple of other options if you want to change them. But let's go ahead and just place this. Now, this is so cool. You can click to place your door here, and then instead of having to redraw it, all you have to do to switch the direction is go like this, and it'll move. Or if you go like this, it'll open in versus out. So it's one of the very best parts about Revit, actually. You can see here, we can edit this type of the door here. And I'm not going to mess with anything now, but you can change the door type. You can change the panel color. If I click on this and I hit these three buttons, it'll take you to the materials library, which we'll explore in much greater depth later, but you can change the color of the door. You can change the finish of the door. You can change it to plywood or wood or concrete or steel, whichever you want. So we're going to dive into the materials library much later, but just know that you can change these types of things. Now realize that if you change them, it's going to change to that specific door. Whereas if you want to keep that door and create a new door, then you're going to have to duplicate and you can make your changes there. But we'll start right there. You've got mostly single doors here throughout. And so they're going to be really easy to place. There are a couple of instances where you are not going to want a single flush door. Like here, you've got some double doors. So you have to go up to Load Family. And this is the repository of families that are, it's kind of like Revit or kind of like AutoCAD blocks. They're just what we call out of the box. So as soon as you take Revit out of the box, it's got all these things preloaded. So if we go to the doors here, you can see there's just tons and tons and tons of doors here that you can choose from. And we're going to go ahead and use a exterior. We've got passage doors, single, double flush. So if you click here, you can see the preview over here. Okay, so we know that that's the door that we want to put right there. And then once you hit that OK button, it's going to say, well, what size do you like? We're going to do the 3 foot wide for each door, 7 feet tall. OK. And all you do is just hover. It's a beautiful thing. There it is. Okay, now it's going to auto align with the walls, so you don't have to do anything. Okay, we'll go ahead and I'm going to take this one out and I'm going to put an actual exterior door there. The other thing that we do want to do is I'm going to load family and then just do a single flush door, because the commercial rated doors are going to be fire rated and probably not as cheap as some residential doors. So we'll go ahead and place this one in. You have to hover over the wall to place it. And I'm going to switch the direction. Okay. And it looks like, for the most part, our doors are 3 feet wide. Now, I want to have them all be this single flush now in the interior. I can hit Tab or the space bar. What is it? The space bar? Yeah, to switch the orientation, or you can hover inside, outside. Yeah, so space bar switches it. Okay, so you can see there's the door casing right there popping out. So you can go ahead and place your doors. Now, if you ever wanted to, for example, change the size of a door, these ones are 36 inches, but I could always change the width if I wanted to. I can pick the different width within Revit, but I could also hit edit type and I could hit duplicate. And instead of having it a 36-inch wide door, I could make it a 32-inch wide door by changing the label here. And then for width, it would just be 32 instead of what we have here, which is 36. Now, it wouldn't be code compliant, but you can see here, there's a little door. Okay, so go ahead and place your doors. We're not going to get into specific hardware or anything yet, but I want you to just make sure that you have this same single flush door, all in these interior spots, and one as well here.